Listen, it's okay to feel the pain coming out of narcissistic abuse. It's okay to feel the anger. It's okay to feel all of this stuff. But gosh, you're so hard on yourself, aren't you? You get so angry. You just want to push it away. I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of processing it. Whose voice is that? Because it's not your own. Your own wants to be there for you empathetically. Let's talk about this. My name is Kevin and this is The Royal We. Now, before I continue, I want to let you know that I'm here for your support. Down in the description box below this message, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. In addition to that, I have a brand new life coaching program where I teach every day, Monday through Friday, live with questions and answers. It's only $49 for an entire month. You cannot afford to miss out on this, especially those of you who are trying to start a brand new life. So head on down there and get registered to start now. Now we're talking about accepting the pain, accepting the anger, accepting the hurt, bringing it in, learning to deal with it, learning to process it, all as a result of dealing with narcissists in this world, which, by the way, what does that look like? It looks like you giving yourself to a person because of promises and you being robbed of those promises. Not only that, but you being kicked and beaten unfairly, unjustly, verbally, mentally, emotionally, sometimes even physically. Yeah, it hurts. And it's beyond me. Oftentimes when I deal with one-on-one clients who are contacting me saying, I'm tired of being angry. I just want to move on. I'm tired of thinking of it. I'm angry with myself. It's like even more punishment on top of the punishment of being involved with a narcissistic person. And sometimes I have to ask, where are those voices coming from? Whose voice is that? Telling you that you've got to be tired of dealing with the hurt, that you've got to be tired of being angry. Who is that? Who's that talking to you? It's a good question, right? Because it's not you. I want you to imagine with me, if you would, imagine if you're a parent. Many of you are parents, by the way. And let's say your child is really upset about something. Maybe had a run-in with a bully. Maybe went up the street, had a mean person attack them or whatever, and then went home and was crying and upset and scared and terrified and angry and frustrated and all those things. Now I want you to imagine you now walking in and talking to your child. What would you say? Would you lash out in anger and say, get over it? Get over being angry, get over being hurt, blah, you know? No. Could you imagine? No. Of course not. You're gonna sit down next to your child, right? And say, talk to me. What's going on? I wanna know everything. I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me, let's work through this. There's nothing that we can't talk out, why, right? That's how you would treat a child. So why would you not give yourself that? Huh? Why instead, when it comes to our own hurts, our own anger, our own pain, why do we get so hard on that? I'm tired of this, tired of thinking about it, tired of the anger, tired of being hurt. I just want the pain gone. I have to remind people, listen, that pain may never go, especially when you're unable to sit down with yourself, sit with yourself, and listen to yourself, and offer yourself some empathy and compassion. And nobody else is going to do it for you. And perhaps this is the reason why, by the way. You know, perhaps it's because you never had those parents who came in and sat down next to you and said, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be angry. Right? I didn't have those parents. I know I didn't. This is why I've been hard on myself during this healing process. This is why I've shoved out the pain. This is why I refuse to sit with myself and embrace the feeling of hurt and anger and let down. I refuse to allow myself just to feel it. I always pushed it away. Because I was brought up with a dad that said, don't cry, I'll give you something to cry about. And get over it. Brush it off, no matter what it was. I mean, in some regards, I get it. You fall down riding a skateboard, scrape your knee. I remember being a kid, scraping my knee, cry. My dad, get up, brush it off, little flesh wound, zero empathy. And I learned that. But as a father myself, I see the major flaw in that, in not allowing a child or someone to grow up being able to feel their emotions, processing them. So it makes sense. And maybe you're in that same situation. You're hardest on yourself throughout this process. You understand how other people need empathy, but you're hard on yourself when it comes to empathy. But you're the one that needs it the most. You need empathy the most when you come out of these relationships. You need to be the role of that parent. You need to be the parent that you never had. You need to, in a way, you ought to figure out how to detach yourself from yourself and be that parent that's able to come and sit down next to you and say, let's sit and let's talk about this. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be fed up to here. It's okay to allow this to now teach you a lesson. Because listen, if you've never had the parent to do that for you, you've got to be that parent, right? It's okay to feel bad. Ultimately, if you don't allow yourself to feel these things, it just builds up, it builds up, it never goes away. It never goes away until you're able to really sit with it and process it and feel that connection. And you may never have the connection from outside of yourself. It may just be yourself processing it on your own. Listen, it's not from being crazy. You don't need medication. It's not depression or any of this stuff. It's just you being able to sit with yourself and feel this hurt, feel the pain, and work through it. And don't allow people and friends and family who were never there for you anyways to tell you that that's what your problem is. Your problem is you're depressed and you need to go see a counselor and need medication. No, you don't. You just need somebody to sit down next to you and say, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be mad. The way those people treated you was wrong. The way that guy did you was wrong. The way that woman did you was wrong. This is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. It's not easy, but you need to do it, and I've needed to do it, and you deserve it. All right? I hope that this resonates with some of you who are struggling right now to be okay with the pain that you've been dealing. You're trying to push it away from you. You're impatient with yourself. You're even angry with yourself because you're feeling these feelings. You feel like it's getting in the way of everything, and you've been dealing with it for years. And the longer you try to push it away, the longer you're going to deal with it because it's not going anywhere. You can stuff and stuff and stuff all your life, and it's just going to come out eventually. All right? It's always going to be there. So you might as well take the time to sit and to deal with it and to be okay with it. Process it the way you need to process it. All right? Listen, I want to thank you for being here watching this video. I'm here for your support. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. In addition to that, I do have the brand New Life coaching program where I teach every day, Monday through Friday. It's only $49 for an entire month. You cannot afford to miss out on it. You can schedule down below. It doesn't matter when during the month you get started, as long as you get started. So head on down there, get registered now, all right? And I'll be back with more videos for you right here on The Royal We.